to put inside the ball that I'm going to make into small ball with some red beans in it. And if you don't have red beans, it doesn't matter at all. They will just use it, make into a dough, and form into small ball, and put it into the boiling water with sugar. That's it. That's all there is, and very simple. It tastes delicious. You can add vanilla, yes, or other flavor. Okay. Remember last time we also cooked something with the sticky rice, but a savory dish, salty dish. Today we cook sweet. Okay. You can roll it into a small ball like this. 2-3 finger thick. Okay. In Chinese shop you can buy this kind of thing that's called red bean paste, already sweetened and made ready, no? Like mashed beans and sweetened. And you flatten a little bit of the sticky rice dough. Roll it into a ball like this and make sure all your red beans are pocketed inside. Eh? Like that. Yeah. Okay, and then you put it in the boiling water. It would be best if you make them all together into balls and then put them in together, but separately, so you don't have to weigh one by one like this. Yeah, alright? You can also use other bean, but the Chinese believe red is auspicious, so they like to put red beans in their sticky rice or reunion pudding. Okay. Now, if you don't have this kind of red bean paste, it's okay. You can just roll them into small ball like this, finger size, and put in there, and it will also taste delicious. You can add vanilla or other kind of things, or banana flavor into your sweetened pudding pot, like that. See? Or you can do both. You can have some with red paste and some without red paste, like this. Just a little ball like this. When they cook, they will float on top. You see, the Chinese name for this is Tangyuan. Tangyuan, it sounds like Tuanyuan. It means reunion. That's why they like to have it in New Year, because they like to be together. Yes. So most of the time you don't have time to be together all year round. So at least in New Year, they reunited together, and that's why they call it Tangyuan. Yuan means round. You can see it's a round shape, but it sounds like together, reunited. That's why. That's why they love this kind of pudding for New Year. You know why the Chinese like the red bean? Because the Chinese character is Hong. Hong means prosperous, develop, yeah. So they like the name. The Chinese, they believe in the power of words, yeah. Just like well-wishing, It makes sense, huh? Like when somebody pray for you or wish you well, if that person is sincere, or at least the sound of wishing is comfortable to your mind, your body, and yourself will feel happy. Yes. The power of word is very, very strong, yeah, and effective in many cases. So we have to be careful what we say to others. Always say something positive, if possible. If not, at least don't say something negative. The sticky rice is kind of fragile, huh? And if you don't have sticky rice in your house, for the Westerner or other citizen, you can use wheat flour. It's okay. Or any other flour, as long as they stick together, become a ball like this. One more thing about this reunion pudding is that you make big and small, all kind of size, because that means the whole family, you know. Big is for grandpa, grandma, medium size is for parents, sibling, and small one for grandchildren, etc., etc. Even if you don't have grandchildren yet, that is what you wish for New Year, because the Chinese, they believe that they have to carry the names of their family. So they must make children, yeah, and grandchildren. So you see, I make all kind of shape here, big and small. But it has to be round, huh? Round means yuan, yuan. That's in Chinese it sounds like reunion. Yeah, that's what important, reunion. Okay, and stick together because it's sticky rice. You see, it's all symbolic in Chinese philosophy. Maybe that's a good idea, you know. When you're wishing yourself well every day, you remind yourself always about positive things like this, then positive things are bound to happen. Perhaps that's why most Chinese are prosperous everywhere they go. Many of them are prosperous even they go to a strange country without much in their hand. They will make fortune later, or at least enough to take care of their family and send some financial help home to the family members at home. They're very capable, the Chinese, because they worked hard and they're very frugal and they love each other and they love their countrymen very much. For example, you know, when I went to China to visit long time ago, and at that time China and Taiwan had not a very favorable relationship, you know, long time ago. Now it's favorable. I'm very happy. But even then, whenever the Taiwanese went to visit China, if there is some festival or any very happy situation, they always let the Taiwanese go in the front. They say let the Tongbao, mean the compatriot, go to the front. They always give the best place for the Taiwanese people. We went to see a river where the water is kind of splitting, you know, at one time of the day. And a lot of Chinese were there, and also a lot of Taiwanese were there. And I myself saw the Chinese always say, "Oh, you came from Taiwan? Go to the front, go to the front." Yes, that is the mentality of the Chinese people. Well, at least the mainland China people. And I was very, very touched. And one time, we did not have, you know, mean to cross a river, and the Chinese Navy, they just ferry us across with their boat without charging us anything. They said, never mind, it's for Taiwanese compatriot. We were very, very touched. I was very touched, yes. If everyone is like that in the world, we will have peace and happiness. Okay, now you know a little bit about the Chinese and the New Year and their tradition. Of course, I can tell forever, but this is just about New Year and some of the basic character of the Chinese people. They're very hospitable, very helpful, not just for their own people, but for strangers as well. Yes. You see, that's why you heard on the news that the Chinese government, the Taiwanese government are always helping less prosperous countries, you know, like in Africa or Central America. They're helping a lot of, and all the time, unconditionally, yes.